everyone, this is Kim from Earn Greater Profits, and in this video, this is number 8 in the series of building your website from scratch in the software. And in this video, we're going to be adding a portfolio section. Portfolio section, if you're a home services business and you're big on images, pictures showing your work, this is a great section to add to your website. So I'm just going to pull in a full page or a full width section. I'm going to add the 4 column, but I'm going to be copying and pasting, so I'll be deleting the empty ones here. Let's just start off with this one. And we're going to be adding an image. And I'm going to stay consistent with my favorite image theme with the border around it. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add text under or as an overlay over. I haven't decided yet, but we're going to add some paragraph right there. And this is going to be basically just a caption. So caption of image here. And let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and pull in an image just so that we know what it looks like. And I've added a bunch of my images from an artificial grass website. And let's just pull in this first one. And I've made all the images the same size, so there's not going to be any problem with having the images be at a different size. They're all going to be even, no matter what size they end up being. And so it looks great with the image and the border and then the caption of the image there. But we can do something different here, and I can show you what I've done before. I'm going to put that semi-transparent background behind the words, and then I'm going to change the font color, and we're going to make it white because that just gives a better contrast. Then I'm going, on the image, I'm going to delete all the white space around it. So I've got some defaults that automatically come up, so let's just get rid of all of that. And you can see that the width of my text background is the same width as the border. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it up. And so I'm going to put a negative margin on the top of my caption box. So let's go with negative 20 and just see where it ends up. Not negative 200. That actually looks really close. Let's just pull it down just a little bit. Let's say 18. 19 looks to be just about right there. You know what, we're going to have to adjust that too. I want to throw in a little bit of padding on the top and the bottom, so I'm just going to say 5, and that's too much. Let's go with 3 and 3. And then we'll have to adjust our negative. Okay, we'll leave it at negative 25 because that looks actually pretty good. Now you'll see that it shows the border behind that semi-transparent. We could remove the border of the image if we want to. Let's see how that looks. Let's just go back to themes and click the top, which is nothing. And then what we could do is without the border, we could add an image. Where's my image? Shadows. We could do a dark right to match the ones we did here, those other images. So I actually like the way that looks. We're going to have to bring it down. You can see a sliver of lightness. So let's take our negative margin and make it 24 and see how that looks. That looks better. Okay, I like the way that looks. The other thing I'm going to do is make the caption uppercase. And so you'll notice that the top and the bottom are not quite centered. A lot of times when you have borders above and below content, text, and it's not uppercase, sometimes it looks like the top and bottom borders are not right. And so sometimes you just have to adjust it to be closer to visually looking centered. I like the way that looks. I'm also going to change my negative border again because that changed things up a little bit. There we go. Leave it at 26. I like the way that looks. So now that we're happy with the way that looks, we can go ahead and copy the column. And we'll delete these other columns. And then we just copy, excuse me, I copied the wrong thing. We're copying the purple column, so we need to make sure that's where we're at. And then according to however many you want on each row. So now we'll go ahead and we'll just change up the pictures. For the pictures we've already edited, for the right size. All right, I really like the way that looks. Now, if we hover over the blue row, we can copy that row and we'll just change the images. Okay, so there we go, and you can have as many rows as you want, and I think that looks great. Now what I do want to do is add, I'm going to add a row. It's going to be a one column row because I want a header. So I'm going to put my subhead right here, and I'm just going to call this gallery. I made it uppercase for a reason. I just really like the way that looks. We're going to make this 40 and change the bold text color to this darker purple to match the others. Actually, what I want to do, let's do something a little different. I'm going to add a 3 column row here. I'm going to move this one into the middle, and then I'm going to add the element of a divider. And I'm going to make my divider, I'm going to leave the width at 100%, but you can make it whatever width you want. And then I'm going to make it 3 just so that it's thicker. I'm going to make it the same color as the text. And then I'm going to copy it and drag one over to the other side. There. Delete this one. Okay, I really like the way that looks. And so there's the gallery for you. You can play with the different sizes of images. You can play with where your caption's going to go. Speaking of captions, when you're adding your images, and I didn't mention this before, but you always want to add your alt text for SEO purposes. And so just make your alt text the same as whatever you're doing here. So this we could caption as putting green in yard. And then we'll just copy and paste that into our image alt text so that Google has something, has words to match up with the image. Google can't see what the image is, and so in order for it to make sure that it references the stuff on the page and just good SEO practice, always put alt text in with every single image. And so make sure you do that. And if you have blog posts, say your gallery is of images of the things you've completed, jobs you've completed, and you create a blog post for each completed job, then of course you can link your image to your blog post page. You can't choose page here, and I think in the future the developers are going to give us that option, but you can just click go to website URL. So after you've created your post or the page you want to reference, just copy and paste the URL and throw it in here, and that'll link it up so people can, see the full text of what you did here in this project, how it was different from other projects, and just help potential clients see what you can do. So I really like how that turned out, and we'll see you in the next video.